going to push on habits. So habits are the thing that we're here to break. We break habits and we make habits. And it used to be that you would spend, you were told that you'd spend 21 days to make and break a habit. I would say it's more like 60 days for the transition to happen in you, body, soul, and spirit. So you want to make sure you do that. That's why we have it set up for 90 days. The breaking and the making of the habits, the setting of the focus, the setting of the goals, and all of the things that you've assessed that you want to have change in. So in order to break a habit, you want to start off with the things you want to break. You want to open up, and what I literally did is I just pushed on the break the habit, the little red square with the guy breaking through the papers. I want to break the habit. It says, what habit do you want to break? You can write down. This one says smoking. What habit will you replace the habit with? I'll replace it with chewing gum. Now set a trigger. Set a trigger that will remind you to stop practicing the negative habit and replace it with the new habit. And so when you feel nervous is going to be your trigger. So you're going to have to set that. When I feel something, your trigger is always what you feel. So when I feel something, when I feel this, I'm going to do this. That's the trigger you want to set. Normally when you felt that, you would go and have a cigarette, or you would go and have a drink, or you would go and yell, or you go and kick your cat, whatever your response was. Now you're going to change that response, and you're going to set it. So the feeling will be the same. You're going to learn to control the feeling and the appetites that come after the feeling usually comes. That feeling is the trigger, triggers a certain response, and so we're going to change that response by writing a new response in. And so that it's going to be chewing gum. When you feel nervous, you're going to have some chewing gum in your pocket. You're going to chew gum. That's the habit breaker. And the reason we set a trigger is because you have to have something positive in your breaking of the habit as well. So we're going to also make habits here. We're going to press here to make a habit. And so this habit is going to be set. And again, over 20 days, I'd say, it's going to take 60 days to really push through it, break through it. We've all set habits that we want to break for 21 days and make for 21 days, and somehow they slip away. But the longer you sustain that habit, the longer it's written into your mind, it's written into your nervous system, the more likely that habit will never be broken again. All right, so here you want to add a positive habit, and this is a simpler process because you're going to just set the habit you want, and you're going to begin to focus on that, and you will again be reminded of what all these choices that you've made at the time management place. So you'll have here listed all of the habits, and you'll have listed the habits that you're breaking, the habits that you're making, again with little check marks like the previous.